going. Next up, we have Heartbeat Extended by Snooddood. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. Once again, everybody, so if you like the sound of that, make sure to follow the channel or subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, consider becoming a member, that sort of stuff. And, of course, 2 disclaimers. Number 1, this is my first time hearing this track, so I'll be pausing a lot. I'll be pausing a lot because I'm going to be pointing things out as I hear them. And number 2, this is happening live on stream, so I might stumble upon my words here and there because sometimes I mix up my stuff. And yes, there you go. Oh, it's B-dual, by the way. Dual, like dueling. I just remembered. Dueling is not challenge, it's duel. So yes, there you go. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, it's a single take on stream. Let's do this. Let's go. Heartbeat. Let's go. Cheeky. So yeah, it's exclamation point B dual. So yeah, we start with a kick drum doing just doing a heartbeat. Yeah, it's heartbeat. Yes, this one's featured in Geometry Dash. So yeah, there you go. And you don't need to accept if you get you do dual, by the way. So yeah, we have that. Let's see what else we got. It's speeding up. Second thing here. Okay, so we start with that's not really cool. We introduce a bass motif or riff. So, that is so weird. Yeah. So we start with this. It could be a riff, which, once again, a motif is the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed from which everything else comes from, and a riff is the modern colloquial equivalent of it, which just means it's done usually by like a bass or a guitar or something like that. Yeah, the system is very silly. So yeah, and we had another synth in the background to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, y'all are figuring it out. Good. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Alright, we introduce this. So we go from the initial riff, and this drum set is really cool, up to, yeah, it sounds kind of like a duck. We had a couple of duck samples there, and now we take the bass from further down to further up, now up further in your face. Still a variation of that is going to be a motif. That is going to be a motif. So yeah, I like it. Let's see where this goes. Oh, yep. And on top of that, we're having a syncopated like bubble up there. Syncopation just means you're playing against the beat. So of course right now the beat is being driven by the drum kit, because you know in most electronic music it is, and in between those you're having this little bubble. So this is really cool. Oh, it's loud. We bring a new synth, still doing the motif. We're doing a variation of that motif. This is kind of funny that we went from like a very subtle bass to a very in-your-face bass to now higher up. We're kind of just progressing higher into this. Let's see. Really cool moment of just pausing drum over there. Once again, we go off the ramp. This is a colloquial term. Colloquial means that there's no official academic term for it. I'm just using this to illustrate my point, right? So if you want to give your listeners a sense of inertia, of going off a ramp and being now suspended up in the air, waiting to see where they land, take away the drums. Maybe the bass too. keep everything else going, which is what just happened. We drop the beat, and it feels like you just went off the ramp and land. Let's see. Variation of the first motif again. Ooh. And what we are hearing right now in the bass are triplets. So let me go through the... I keep not deleting these. So when it comes to music, you have one of three things. Or you have three things, actually. Melody, harmony, and rhythm. Those three things together will make most music that we know of. When it comes to rhythm, we subdivide it into measures or bars. Those are two interchangeable things. And those are determined by our time signature. So time signature is usually two numbers. Upper number, lower number. Upper number is how many notes. Lower number is the type of notes. So we have the lower number is going to be the type of note. Sorry, I had to let Twitch do something stupid. So in English, it's really easy to remember these. Whole notes is 1, half notes is 2, quarter notes is 4, eighth notes is 8, so on and so forth. So in this case, 4 quarter notes per measure. So we have the quarter notes. I'm weaving. This does tie back to the whole concept of triplets. So we have this, and in 4/4, you're gonna count 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you count. Then we add this concept of the subdivision. So when it comes to this, so following this logic, one whole note contains 2 half notes. One half note contains 2 quarter notes. One quarter note contains 2 eighth notes. So on and so forth. So if we count 4/4 in quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of thing. If you want to count with the eighth notes, you just put the eighth notes in between. And when it comes to counting, you count the eighth notes as an. So 1 and... oh god, I keep always making the wrong symbol. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And this is what is called straight eighths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. However, there is the concept of tupleting, which the most popular is triplets, which is cramming 3 notes where there's supposed to be 2. And the most famous one of these is the eighth note triplet. The eighth note triplet, so in this case, you count it as number, ta, and this is categorized by putting the number 3 in these little brackets. So if we count this, let me just do this, So if we were to count these 2 bars of now straight eighth notes to triplet eighth notes, we would have something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 ta ta 2 ta ta 3 ta ta 4 ta ta 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 ta ta 2 ta ta 3 ta ta 4 ta ta. So you see how triplets will have this extra sense of pace. They're faster and they sound smooth in a certain way. And this is something that electronic and EDM artists and like dubstep artists have used to completely change the landscape of their stuff, and that's what's happened here. So let's see how this goes. So that's what's been happening with the bass there. Still the same motif, it's just we added triplets to the rhythm. Let's see how this goes. And we're adding that upper synth. And the synth was doing accents there, which is just short bursts to bring attention to a certain part of the rhythm. And now we bring the melody back to that synth up there. Change the drums, okay? Change the drum beat. No bass this time around. The original bass is now back, but we have the motif of this one going on. So we are doing something I really like doing is that you introduce a lot of ideas and that they act as layers. And then you just experiment of how they sound in different combinations. And that's how you can get a lot of stuff. Super Ninja, welcome to the day. How you doing? And oh yeah, let me drink some water. Good idea. Rhythmic motif, and we change the sample. where the hits would be for that first motif, we replace them with these like quacking noises. It's the same motif still. So, isn't the melody too fast and one slow triplet? Yeah, you can have different types of triplets. Yeah. Yeah, so... yeah. Dog's having a heart attack? Probably, yeah. Oh, this is kind of fun. Off the ramp, we land. Thank you, Zelnick, thank you. So yeah, now we're focusing more. We're doing a recapitulation of this one we heard earlier, the bass line, and yeah, apparently ducks. Yes. Off the ramp and back. So yeah, we are having faster. So we're having probably what we're doing here is we are doing triplets for both eighth notes and quarter notes, because that's how it sounds right now. So we're doing 2 sets of triplet eighth notes. So good observation, Blitz. Of tripleted eighth notes. And then, because it's not just eighth notes that you can do triplets with, you can dupleting you can do with anything. Like, you can do quintuplets. They are very common with 16th notes. 16th note quintuplets, which is you put 5 16th notes where there would usually be 4. You can do all this kind of stuff. So right now we have this one and then 3 quarter notes where there still would be 2. So this still falls under 4/4. And the equivalent would be this right here. So we would have 1 ta ta 2 ta ta 3 ta 1 ta ta. So 1 ta ta 2 ta ta 3 ta ta. It's a little bit difficult to count these ones, the quarter notes. Where you have ta 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 ta. That's what we get with this whole thing. That's how this would look like. Probably a little bit fancier in actual writing. But yeah, good catch. Good catch. Yep. Yep, so 2 types of triplets there, yeah. Back to this one. Recapitulation again. Nice. And that right there was a little bit of... it's not recapitulation, it's sequencing. So, sequencing, we have this very lovely motif that goes kind of like this. Sequencing is when you take this, you kind of repeat it, but you play it in a different point of the scale, usually up or down a step. So, basically, just repeating the same thing. It just is either higher or lower this time around. We did a simple sequencing because so far we've been doing straight up repetition. With this, we've just been doing, well, not just repetition, we've been doing rhythmic variations. So, there you go. Alright, off the ramp again, and now we bring the focus back to the drums. We had a little moment there of just a metronome. Let's see. The bass is fading in. Still the same motif. Nice. And we do a call and response. So we bring back still this motif, but we do a call and response, in this case, between the motif that we've been hearing so far, and now whatever is breaking inside there, so yeah. It's it. Call and response. Call, response. Yeah. And now the motif is also rhythmically displaced. The motif in the bass is a little bit displaced, so that the cadence of it, when it does that little arcing, happens at the same time as the main motif. I like this. Alright. Off the ramp we go again. And now we do climax. So for a climax, it is very, very smart and useful to just bring back as many elements as you can that you've visited so far. And that's what just happened. That's what just happened. We are bringing back the motif and that in-your-face bass. So... nice. Okay, spray repetition. And how are we gonna end this? How are you gonna end this? Nice. And you end with a flat line. Nice. Nice. And there you go. We flatline to end this. We flatline to end this. There you go. Nice recommendations from YouTube. I appreciate it. Yes, and there you go. That was Heartbeat, the extended version by Snooddood. That was fun. Yeah, the heart died. We just flatlined and we ended like that. You know, kind of predictable, but it's still fun that it happened. Like, sometimes being predictable is not a bad thing. So, there you go. This was funny. That was fun. And there you have it. Heartbeat by Snooddood. Once again, everybody, this has been the Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and I hope I have explained things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what has happened here musically. If you're watching this video in the archive, thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, follow the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications. Consider becoming a member. One of them paid membership. Support the channel even further with that. And of course, if you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 2 seconds, I will be linking it in the description. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord, LFA requests channel, follow the instructions on the pinned messages there. And if you want to catch these streams live, we go live most weekdays. We aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you want to see that in your local time zone, go to the Twitch channel or the Discord. They both have the stream schedule showing in your local time zone. And, yeah. Oh, yeah. Follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel. Games are Bastard. Same username. Just swap the G for a J, the J for a G, and that's it. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Heartbeat by Snooddood. Good stuff. Good stuff. But, yeah, let's move on.